WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you to everyone for coming to the Ardas course talk today. Appreciate there was any Gatha today. But next week there will be Gatha back on, 6 to 7 p.m. downstairs. It'll be by Amandeep Singh from East London. And then, of course, the Ardas course will continue as normal, 7 to 8 p.m. Last week we had Bhai Manpreet Singh going through Guru Ramdas Ji. Today we're very fortunate to have a guest speaker, Bhai Man Singh, coming all the way down from Midlands to cover Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. So I want to say a massive thank you for the Basics of Sikhi team, to Bhai Sahib for coming all the way down. We will be covering Guru Arjan Dev Ji next week. We just got Bhai Sahib here to share his knowledge and experience of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. Thank you very much. WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh.
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. So Sangat ji, I'm going to try and just go through the basics course, continue on in the Ardas course, and today we're going to be looking at and covering Sheme Parchar Guru Har Gobind Sahib. When Bhai Sahib messaged and said we need someone to come in and do the Ardas course, I sat for a moment to reflect on what actually is Ardas. And I know you guys probably know all this, you've learned it already, but for me to reflect on what Ardas was and how to do Ardas was quite important. The questions that come in my head when I thought about Ardas is, what actually is Ardas? What is Ardas? Then I thought, who can do this Ardas? How do you do this Ardas? And what should we ask for in Ardas? When you do Ardas, what do you ask for in Ardas? These are very important questions. You probably won't get the answers today, but for us to reflect on. If we've come to learn about Ardas, by the time we finish this course, we'll know some Sakhiyan, we'll know some of the Sevadar's personal journeys, but these are the 4 key questions I believe that we need to take away. So when our family members, when we're at home, when we're reflecting, when we're driving, when we're sitting, when someone asks us, like, all right, so what actually is Ardas? What do you ask for? Why is it so important to do these things? We can break down and reflect. And whom do we do Ardas to? So I went and I thought about it and I reflected. And one thing in a Sikh's life, a Sikh student on a journey following a Guru is the leader, so a teacher. So for us, anything we do, we go back to our Guru. So I went and reflect and said, to whom shall we do Ardas? And looking in Gurbani, this beautiful shabad came up. Jis naal jor na challe, khalle ki cha Ardas. Stand and offer your Ardas to that one, jede samne koi jor nahi chalda. Anyone in this world, jor chal penda hai. In front of governments, if you have money, if you have power, jor chalda hai. In the education system, in jobs, in work, anywhere you go, even in the justice system, we know, jana ko maya, jana ko paisa, who's got power, jor ona da chalda hai. When I reflected, there's only one place where whatever you have, no matter how much money you have, no matter what you've earned, no matter how much you can bench or what championship belts you have, anything like that does not matter in one place, and that's in front of the Guru. If we fully stand in front of the Guru and do Ardas, taking out any other distractions, taking out Gurdwara committees, taking out any Musans, anything like that, taking out anyone who's going to do the Ardas for you. If you stand as a single person before Guruji to do your Ardas, koi jor nahi chalda. And we can all do Ardas before Guruji. We can all connect and have a conversation with Guruji. We can all have a relationship with Guruji. You know, sometimes people might say, you know, in order to do this, you got to come through me. For Guruji, you go direct. And there's a reflection I want to share. And so I know some of the Sevadar might have heard it before, but it's about connecting to the Guru. And it's important we all connect to the Guru, because times come in our lives, I can guarantee them, some have maybe happened to you already, some have still happen or will happen. A time comes when you can't go to anyone else. A time comes when you can't turn to your mom, you can't turn to your dad, you can't turn to your brothers or sisters or your friends. Guruji is always there, and Guruji is the one to turn to. A situation like this came. So I went to the Guru Car. It was a Sunday, but the Guru Car local to me, it was Khali. You know, this is buzzing. There's loads of Sangat, Langars packed. The Gurdwara Sahib I went to, there's no one there. Khali Siga. The Darbar Sahib was Khali as well. So I came in and sat in Darbar on that side. And you know, they have that stand thing that you stand behind and ask for, like, do speeches and stuff like that. Sometimes ask for building fund, that stand. I was sitting behind there, and it was where Pai Sahib was there. It was around that, and I was sitting behind there. So anyone comes into the Darbar, they couldn't see me. So I was just sitting there thinking about how rubbish my life was and how everything else is always good for everyone, but for me, things are always hard, and so no one else has had that much dukkha as I've had. We've all been down that thing where we think things are so tough and hard for us. So I was there reflecting, and I was just sitting in the Darbar. I just needed somewhere to sit. I had nowhere else to go. So sitting in the Darbar, and I see someone walk in, and they walk up Maharaj's Prakash, and someone walks in, and this person that walks in, they look like they shouldn't be in a Gurdwara Sahib. And as soon as I saw him, that's the thought that went into my head straight away. In the Guru's Darbar, where we shouldn't judge no one, we shouldn't have any irka, ver, nindya, anything like that for any other person, I had it all. I still do to this day. I still try, and every time I come to the Guru Car, I try and get rid of a bit of it. So I was there and I was watching, and this guy comes in. He had a tag on his leg where, you know, if you've done time, you come out on remand or parole or something like that. You've got a tag on where they're keeping track of your location. He comes in, he's wearing half shorts, and you know, like some people walk like this, like that need walking lessons. These bopsing, as they say, the Nojuan say. So he's walking in and he's bopsing. He stands in front of Guruji, and I'm there sitting at the side. He doesn't see me. He doesn't clock me out. I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and he's there. He stands in front of Guruji, and he's murmuring something. His lips are moving, and I'm just watching. I was very intrigued. I was very sold to his story. What's no way he knows Ardas. It took me 3 months to learn Ardas. I know and stuff. He does Ardas. He matta takes. And when he stands up, he looks directly at Maharaj's Sarup, and he does this. And he nods his head. And when he did that, judgment left, jealousy came. I thought, this guy was a Monna, he's got the lines on his face, he's got tats on his neck. And this is when nobody had, you know, everyone's got tattoos now. Then there's the days when no one had tattoos, only people who were involved in crime and stuff were like that. And I saw him, and judgment left, and jealousy entered. And I was like, I want that. In my heart, I was looking at him thinking, I want that. The way he did namaskar, the way he bowed to Guruji, the way he stood up, and the way to Guruji, he did that like, you're my heart, you're my heart. And he connected with Guruji like that. The rome on my arm stood up. Even when I say this story, sometimes they stand up, and I was like, I want that. I felt, I've never seen this person ever again. I was in a state of paralysis. I couldn't move or anything. I could, but I couldn't. I was just sitting there thinking like, I want that connection with Guruji I've never had. Every time I come to the Guru's Darbar, I do my Ardas, take, and other things are always in my head. I'm thinking about what someone else is doing, all my problems are still there, and I'm matta taking, and that connection it wasn't strong like he had it. I've been going to Guru Cars for life. I took Amrit time ago. I've been around loads of people. But that guy, he just had this connection. And I felt so jealous. When Mahapurush have it, when holy people have it, I expect them to have it. This guy, the way he connected, I wanted it. And I looked at him, and then I realized. And I spoke about this guy loads of times. Some people probably think he's got some crush on the dude. I'd never seen him again in my life. I failed to ever catch him outside or anything like that. But what he taught me in that 1 second connecting to the Guruji, that anyone can connect. Guruji is not just for some. He's not just for someone who's intellectual, who can read Gurbani. Guruji is just not for those who are born into a Sikh Parvar. Anyone can connect at any time. And I just felt it that I want that. And even still, afterwards, I've come to the darbar when it's Kali, I've come up, I've done Matha Tek, and I did it as well. Oh, Galni, but it still didn't work. That connection didn't happen. We can all connect to Guruji at any time. And that's the beauty of this path of Sikhi. That we don't know how far or close someone is. It's the great unknown. The same way we don't know how close death is to us. This might be the last day we're all together like this. We don't know how close death is. In the same, we don't know how close we are. You're digging for diamonds and you're just one shovel away to getting everything you need. We never know. And we can never compare our journey to anyone else's. I could never compare to that guy. I don't know how many janams he went through to have that connection. And I can't compare to you and you can't compare to me. We're all on our own journey. But an important thing is we all stand before Guruji and we all do our Ardas, our own Ardas, however we know. Maharaj Kirpa, slowly we learn the formal Ardas as it's written. We slowly start breaking it down. We learn one pankti a week. Learn one pankti a week. In a month you'll know the Ardas. And if you know the Ardas, that means you don't have to turn to anyone. You don't have to pay anyone to do Ardas. You can do the Ardas every time. So learn one day, learn Pratham Bhagoti Simarke, and then go home, Pratham Bhagoti Simarke, Pratham Bhagoti Simarke, Guru Nanak Laite. That's 2 days. Fir Angad Gurte Amardas, day 3. In a month, you will learn Ardas off by heart. Then anytime you need to, you can do your own Ardas. And that's why I always say it's very important we learn Gurbani off by heart. And I'm trying as well. That need be, we can do our part. We can read our Gurbani no matter where we are. We don't have to turn to someone else. When a child's born in our house, we don't have to phone anyone else. We can get the Kirtan and we can do the Amrit and we can recite Japji Sahib ourselves. Guruji gave us that power. Guruji gave us that satantrata that we can stand. We don't need anyone else. Maharaj gave us that sovereignty that we are alone. Even alone we can have Raj. One Singh, two Singhs themselves established the Khalsa Raj. By Garja Singh and Butta Singh, 2 of them on their own said, you know what, Khalsa Raj is here. This is the road. We'll charge whatever tax we want. On their own, they did this. On our own, we can achieve so much. And in Sangat together, it just multiplies. So I thought, whom should we do Ardas to? To that one. This aage Ardas kar, jo mele kartar. And do your Ardas to that one who unites you with the Creator. Satguru Data Naam ka pura jas pandar. Because here, the pandar are overflowing, the treasure chest is overflowing. There's more than we can even dream of achieving. What should we do Ardas for? Satguru aage Ardas kar. In front of the Satguru, in front of Maharaj, do Ardas. Sajana de malai. That he meets you with your best friend. That you get met with your best friend. Do Ardas for a friend. What type of friend? The best friend. And what will that best friend do? Sajan mele sukh paya, jamdut moe bik khai. Meeting your best friend, sukh paya, you'll be at peace. We all want peace. We're all piled, we travel all these things, we do so many things, we earn money, we travel, we do these things, we form relationships, we break relationships, we make friends, we break friends, we go gym, we do all these things. Ultimately, we want peace in life. Guruji tells us how to find peace through this friend. But who is this true friend? We need to find out this true friend and go meet them. Because I tell you what, for me, I reflect with this, I haven't seen no true friends in this world. Sagala jagat apne sukh lagyo. In this whole world, everyone's attached to their own sukh. Dukh mein sangana koi. And we all know it. No matter how close our friend, no matter if it's a blood relative friend. How close are people when pains come, when troubles come? When it hits the fan, who stands with you? We know there's plenty of fake friends. And we've all got the stories in our own lives where we've done so much for someone. I did so much, I traveled this, I did all that for him. And that's what he did to me in the end. I thought you were my homie, I thought you were my friend, I thought we had each other's back. We all have their stories. Yo, I was there for you. Where were you? We all have those stories. We all reflect on them. We used to be tight. If you have that true friend, you'll always be tight. You won't never break. This is what I've seen. Dunyavi taur te, this is what I've seen. Work friends, friends, college friends, family friends, restedars, it's all the same. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting tired now. I'm getting old. Nanak Satguru meet kar, sach pave darge jai. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, make the true Guru your friend. Go into his court, go into his darbar. You make that relationship. The true Guru is Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And it's vital for us that we make Guruji our friend. And just like we turn to our friends in all times, we need to learn how to turn to Guruji. And we're learning it through this course. You've been learning it. You've been learning about Ardas, how to do Ardas, what is involved in Ardas, what happens to your mind in Ardas, why we stand and do Ardas. When did the first Ardas get written? Where did it go? We're all learning these things about Ardas in this Ardas course for us to take away and act upon. If we're learning things here to gather knowledge, it's a waste. If we're buying books just to put in our bookshelf at home, it's a waste. If we're not going to use them, we need to use the knowledge we get here. We need to use the story of the Sakya. The Sakya that have given to us, the Gurbani that's given to us, is not for entertainment. It's not to make us smile, laugh, or get emotional or anything like that. It's to teach us. It's to join our Atma with the Guru. It's to level us up in Sikhi. Sajjan mile sajjana sache sabad supai. And that true friend, your friend, us, we meet the true friend through the Shabad. The true friend is Parmeshwar, WhyGuru. Through the Shabad we meet WhyGuru. Through the Shabad, through the Guru, we become one with WhyGuru, connect with the Guru. But it's important we connect with that Shabad. And the first thing to connect with the Shabad, the first thing before we do anything, is to do Ardas. Is to come and do Ardas. And everything we do, we should do Ardas. I asked what this Singh's brother, that Singh's brother is the Jathadar of Tarna Dal Misal Shahid Dana Baba Joga Singh. And he's the head, like Baba Deep Singh was the first, and then now it's Baba Joga Singh. Before Baba Joga Singh, it was Baba Gajjan Singh, then Baba Makhan Singh, Baba Kirtan Singh, Baba Bishan Singh, and then it goes all the way back to Baba Deep Singh. And I was talking to him one day, and I go, "Kinne Ardas karne chahiye?" And he said to me, "Your whole life should be Ardas. Your whole life should be Ardas in a conversation with God." And I go, "Kidda?" And he goes, "Just watch." He goes, "Look out here, you'll see the Singhs, you see everything they do Ardas. They wake up, first thing they wake up in the morning, they turn to the sarana, the pillow, whatever they have for a pillow, sometimes it's just bricks or whatever they have, or hay, they turn to that direction and they do Ardas, Maharaj, tusi kirpa kitti. Thodi kirpa naal naat raat nangi. Thodi kirpa naal amrit vele da jagna mil gaya. Tusi kirpa karo, appa jaake ishnan paan kariye, tiyar par tiyar hoiye." And then when they're about to have Ishnan and they're about to jump in the corridor, the Maharaj Kirpa Karo, "Maharaj, you do Kirpa, you help us now, sort us out." Everything they do, like in the time that the Mala Maharaj, Mala Stan, and it's just a conversation, of whole day conversation with God before they eat Maharaj Thwadi Kirpa Nal Prashada. Whatever you do, and it's just a conversation with God where you're talking to God all day. People think you're mad if you do it. If we see someone and they're talking all day to talk to Rab, sitting in the car, WhyGuru Palakar, and then start the car. WhyGuru Meherkar, you meet a friend, Maharaj Kirpa Rakhe, you're just doing Ardas for each other. You're doing Ardas all the time. People think you're mad. Actually, they're mad because they're not doing it. And that way your Ardas becomes your Simran. Before we do your Simran, Maharaj Kirpa Karo Simran Karan Lag Gaya. And if you keep doing that, you stay connected throughout the day. Through everything we do. When we're going to get married, we do Ardas first. When someone dies, we do Ardas first. We wake up in the morning, before we start any carriage, Maharaj appa kaam karan lage, appa Parchar karan lage, Maharaj, we're going to start basic Sikhi. Ardas was done first. Ardas is always done before we do anything else. So it's key for us. Everything we do in our lives, we do Ardas. Maharaj, I'm about to go to studies, may I never stray from you. Just speak it in English. You don't even have to speak it with your lips. Just think that. You know, internally we have that conversation between the mind. There's a conversation always going on in the mind. Like, you've got one going on right now, thinking, oh my God, when's this guy going to finish? Or whatever's going on in your mind, there's one conversation, and then there's another one. We have one conversation with someone else, but there's something else going on inside. That conversation, have Ardas in that conversation. In that conversation, remember Parameshwar, remember WhyGuru. And when you do that, Sajjan Satguru Purkh hai, dukh ka deho mein maar, that friend, Gurbani, will break your pain and take away your ego. Our ego, our meh, causes us so much pain. And by having a friend like the Guru, it slowly gets taken away. And this is how I'm reflecting. I was reading Ardas, I was looking at Shabads, and I came across this Jare Kanda Pav, Thakke Manamuk Booj Na Pai. The Manamuks, people like me, we go around everywhere, travel in all four directions, doing everything. I've been a lot of places, traveled here, there, all these things, and now I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm growing weary of doing all this. I'm going to make people happy, going to do this, doing stuff for others, doing all these other things, traveling around. We start to get tired. I'm feeling it. But those like me, Manamoga Bujanapai, they don't understand. I've done all this travel. I've gone here, I've gone there, I've done these things, I'm doing all these things, going to. I'm getting tired. I don't understand. Just Satguru mile, so mile, Satche Sabad Samai. The one who unites with the true Guru, it happens through the Shabad. Everything happens through the Shabad. Mitar kanere kar thaki. And this is, I reflect, mera dukh kaate koi. And I've made so many friends in life, hoping someone will make my suffering better, someone will make me happier. I've done all these things, and I'm still suffering. And as the Manamuk, I still don't understand. And Guruji in Gurbani tells me over and over and over again, when we have problems, when we have issues, we come to the Guru, we take a hukamnama, some of us do. Or some of us on the internet, we click random Shabad and take that Shabad as inspiration, take that Shabad. Or we go to the Darbar Sahib hukamnama for the day and we do Ardas, say, Maharaj, give me some guidance, give me something. And I've done this at times in my life, and now looking 15 years back, I look back at a situation I was in, and Maharaj, you told me then. Maharaj, you gave me a hukamnama, you told me what to do then, you told me how to reflect them. 15 years later on, I didn't listen to any of it, but now I understand, you know what, you were right. Don't be like me. Don't be that manamuk ferrying around everywhere like a pagal. Go straight to the Guru, and when the Guru says something, listen and take it on board. Because this time, this moment is all we have. We don't have anything else. This moment is all we have to connect to the Guru. So let's connect. And let's do Ardas. And when we do Ardas to Maharaj, give everything. Tuda ge Ardas. And before you have my man done everything. Give everything to the Guru. And only once we give up everything are we free to do anything. So this is the Ardas, the way we're starting at. And so you've been through the starting bit, and we're on Arjan Har Gobindanu. Guru Arjan Sahib Deji Maharaj, we're going to look at next week. Today, that did a benti to look at Guru Har Gobind Sahib. But you know, as I was saying, learn this Ardas. Learn this one puri. It will take you 6-7 days. And you'll have it. And when you've got it, no one can take it away. So first day, tomorrow I'll learn Ek Onkar Sri WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh, done. Tuesday, Sri Bhagavati Ji Sahai, Var Sri Bhagavati Ji Ki. Wednesday, Parchar, that's me. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You do it in a week. You've got this body of Ardas now written in your heart. No one can ever take it away. And when you recite this, you're reciting the words of Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Gobind Singh Ji wrote this down. Guru Gobind Singh Ji wrote this body of Ardas down. This was the Ardas done in the times of Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Gobind Singh recited these Shabads. You will recite those same Shabads when you do Ardas. Slowly learn it. So we don't need anyone else on medley Ardas. You do it. We don't say to someone else, medley khana kha. We want to eat it ourselves. No one ever says, oh, eat that for me. But they want to eat it themselves. In the same way, we always say to someone else, oh, medley, no, we can do it. We've got the power, and we do Ardas for each other, but let's do it for ourselves as well. And let's learn this. And this is the Ardas that comes in Dasambani and Dasam Granth Sahib that Guru Gobind Singh gave us in Chandigarh. And Arjan Har Gobind nu. And so the Sevadar did benti to look at Guru Har Gobind Sahib. And I reflected, I don't know that much, to be honest. So I'm just going to give you what little bit I know. And when I do Ardas, you know when there's someone quite simple, like ABC level, babies, you have to say to them A for apple and show them a picture of an apple. I'm that level, I'm not very bright. So when I do Ardas, I have to visually, I had the book where it said Siddhi Guru Nanak, Guru Nanak Late, and I had a picture of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Angad, then it had a picture of Guru Angad Dev Ji, and then I'd visualize, I still do that to this day. So when I do Ardas, and I think about Har Gobind, I visualize Guru Har Gobind Sahib. I picture Guru Har Gobind Sahib. And first, we look at the name Har Gobind, the name Har Gobind. And this is what's written in Gurbilas, the historic grants of the time of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. And it says, Bhajo Naam Har Gobind ko ant sahai hoy. Meditate on the name of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. This is going to save you in the end. Har Hari Parameshwar WhyGuru. Har is the name of God. Har is the name from God, just like Allah, just like WhyGuru. Har is the name of God. Gobind. Bind is the world. Go is that one that recognizes and protects the world. Har Gobind, that Hari Parameshwar WhyGuru protects the whole world. Bhajo naam Har Gobind ko ant sahai hoy. Ya jag ek sarai hai, sada rahe aur nahi koi. This world is just one sarah. It's just one hotel. It's just one hostel. It's just one place that we stay. We're not going to stay here forever. But what helps us is the name of Guru Har Gobind. This will stay with us forever. This will protect us at the end. Just the name of Guru Har Gobind. And when we do Ardas of that Pauri, when we go back and we do that Pauri and we read that Pauri, that stays with us. That name stays with us. We're meditating on that name at that moment. Because when we say Har Gobind, we're visualizing, we're saying the Shabad Har Gobind, we're thinking of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. So the name, just the name first. First thing that comes in Ardas is their name. Then what I like to do, I like to visualize. You know, there's all these types of learners, kinesthetic, visual, all these types of learners. I need to see something. I don't read books, I watch films. I'm one of those kids that, you know, when they came in school and that trolley when the wheel did the TV and I got happy. And so I need to see the picture. So let's picture Guru Har Gobind Sahib. This was a picture of Guru Har Gobind Sahib that was painted during the times of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. We all know, and I'm not going to go into some Sakhi because we all know that Sakhi of Baba Bidhi Chand. The Baba, that gangster, that thief who robbed the horses back off the Mughals and brought them back to the Panth. He was very close with the Guru. They were very close. And at one point, Baba Bidhi Chand saw two painters, amazing painters, and this is what he said, Yes, Rupne ne hare tare ayod prabha svare. This form that you see of Guru Har Gobind Sahib mounted on horseback with the weapons, Niksik Sundara Roop Sudara, So Ham Lik DJ Upakara. Do me a favor, head to toe, draw it. Guru Har Gobind Sahib had this very image. Guru Baba Bidhi Chand had this very image of Guru Har Gobind Sahib drawn up. And then he presented it to Guru Har Gobind Sahib as well. He goes, Maharaj, Sache Pacha, I got this painting done of you. Maharaj got happy. He laughed and he goes, Wah, shabash tere, keep it, it's yours. And the family of Baba Bidhi Chand, they still have this image today. So Baba Bidhi Chand's son passed it to their son, passed it to their son. And the current Jathedar of that army, of Baba Bidhi Chand, Baba Avtar Singh, they have the original versions of these pictures. When you go to Punjab, you can go to Sor Singh, you can meet this family, you can meet this Baba where he's got a whole Nihang Dal with him. He has the sword of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. He has these pictures. They came to this country, they came to this Gurukar as well. I think this Gurukar, they brought the sword of Guru Har Gobind Sahib to this very Gurukar. If you were here, you could have darshan of the sword that Guru Har Gobind Sahib killed Pende Khan with. They brought that sword. If you're sitting there and the Singh was here holding it, you would have been just meters away from that very sword of our great Guru, Guru Har Gobind Sahib. If you never got the chance, you can go to India. Sor Singh is not that far away. We got money for it. We can go there. We could take our kids, our family, and say, you know what, kids, family, everyone, We want to go, we want to see the original picture. We want to see the original sword. Do benti. Do Ardas here, Maharaj. I want to see your swords. I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to meet you. You want to meet the Guru? Meet them through the Shabad. Meet them through their image. Meet them through their weapons. And so when I do Ardas, I visualize. First thing I do is visualize Guru Har Gobind Sahib. What did Guru Har Gobind Sahib look like? And there's a beautiful description written in Suraj Prakash Granth that describes Guru Har Gobind Sahib. And he says, Guruji's body was strong and handsome. He was very tall and built. He exercised and trained daily with determination. His feet were big, like giant lotus flowers. The nails on his fingers were impeccable and white. They looked like pearls and diamonds. His heels on his feet were red. They were thick. His thighs and knees were thick and strong like great pillars. His chest was solid. It could take the weight of a bridge. They looked like two solid doors, which were stronger than the Vajra of Indra. His chest, his pectorals, looked like two solid doors on his chest. Guru Har Gobind Sahib. His abdomen would have 3 folds in there, and his arms were long, down longer than his knees. His arms hung down. They looked like 2 elephant trunks. His arms looked like elephant trunks. This is the Shakti. This is how, when I do Ardas, this is what I've gone through to visualize Guru Har Gobind Sahib. This is what I think about. His arms that were so long. His biceps and triceps were separate from his arms. They were thick and defined. His shoulders were wide and high. This is why also our history is very important. If we want to know about Guruji, if we want to connect to Parmeshwar WhyGuru, Guru Granth Sahib, if we want to know our history, we must explore our historical Granths. And in Guru Pratap Surya Prakash, the description goes on. Guruji was more than 7 feet tall. His deltoids looked like 2 cannonballs hanging off his shoulders. A deltoid's that one, isn't it? That muscle there. That one. Yeah, I ain't got him. The Sikhs have got him. They know. His deltoids looked like cannonballs. His neck was long and tall, decorated with pearls and diamonds. His chin was round. His cheeks were solid. His lips were red. His teeth looked like pearls. When he smiled, his teeth shine like jasmine flowers. This was what it was to sit and just look at Guruji. Hopefully now you never think of Guruji the same. Hopefully you think of Guruji and you're like, whoa, wow. Just wow. His face was wide and radiant like a lion's face, always beaming bright, always calm and full of bliss. This was, to see the Guru, you felt calm. His face was fair like the full moon. Whoever looked at Guruji couldn't stop looking at him. His nose was sharp. His eyes were big like petals of a lotus flower. Just imagine Guru Sahib blinking. Their eyes were so big and beautiful. His eyebrows were like bows. His eyesight was sharp and it blessed wherever Guru Sahib looked. So now when we do Ardas, we focus on what Guru Sahib looked like. First we focus on the name, then what we look like, and then after the name and what they look, then we can start looking at their teachings and what Guruji gave us. But let's first go deeper into this. His voice was deep and low, like a thundering Nagara. You know Nagara? Battle drum. When Guruji would speak to the Sangat at Akal Takht Sahib, it was like sweets in the Sangat's ears. Inna mitha si Guru Sahib da awaj. His forehead was radiant. His thick black case could be seen under his dastar. A beautiful kalgi and jiga was adorned on his dastar that shined in the light. He had precious gems and stones in them. The jewelry and weapons adorned his body. Guruji wore royal clothes. And why the roop, why how Guru Har Gobind Sahib looked is such as, for me, it's just like wow. It's because the first 5 Gurus were very different. The first 5 Gurus dressed differently. They dressed in more humility. After the Shahidi of their father, Guru Sahib, Guru Har Gobind Sahib changed the Maryada up. He armed the populace, he armed the Panth, he armed the people. He put swords in the arm of us mere peasants. And from that day when Guruji put swords in our arms, till today we've been strapped. We've never let go of these weapons, despite them being banned by the British, despite the Mughals saying to us we can't have it, despite anyone else saying to us, nahi le sakte, we will never give this up. Apas baki sara chhad do, apa what Guru Sahib gave us, we will never give up. And the description goes on and says, Guruji would exercise with his Mungalis, these, like you do that arm rest, sometimes with one, sometimes with two. And anyone that's trained with them, they look like, what to do? They're heavy, they're difficult, they're cumbersome. They create a muscle that's very usable. It's not gym muscles. Well, some people see big biceps, they can lift a weight, but you tell them to push something or tell them to move them, they haven't got that. This creates that active, real muscle. And Guruji trained with it all the time for many hours. He would work out with 1 and 2. He was the tallest, widest, and strongest man on earth at that time. It was hard to say if there's anyone stronger in the past or if there were anyone in the future. His legs and arms were built like a great bodybuilder. Whoever saw the Guruji would praise him. Besides Sikh, people came from everywhere to see Guruji, and seeing them, they just stare at Guruji like, wow, what a beautiful saroop of Guruji. Over 7 foot tall, heavyweight warrior. Guru Sahib would have 2 horses. When they went to battle, they'd have 2 horses because Guru Sahib's weight was heavy, that the horse would get tired, so Maharaj would split and go on to the next horse. Whoever came to see Guruji, their wishes would be fulfilled when they would see him. And they talk amongst themselves, have you ever seen someone so amazing before? And they say, only Shastrtari people can have this kind of body. Only those who wear arms can be like this. And that's Guru Sahib's tega. That's the tega of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. That's in the family lineage of Baba Bidhi Chand, Guruji's very close friend. And that family lineage, Baba Avtar Singh Ji, still looks after this and is the caretaker of this Shastra. And we can all have darshan of this. It's important we go, we see these things, we show them to our children. If we can't go there physically, we can get pictures and we can show our children, this is the sword of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. You show your kids once, they'd never forget. I show my kids and they go, yeah, it's that Guru Har Gobind Sahib's sword. And he's got this sword and he's got that. Can I have a look at it again? Randomly they'll pull you up and say, can I have a look at the sword pictures? And you're all right, they cry. And with that, they feel close to the Guru. I saw Guru Sahib's sword. I saw Guru Sahib's original picture. When we see it, we feel close to Guruji. I got like within half a foot of the Shastra and I was like, wow, I'm going to tell everyone about this for years to come. And when you see these things, when you travel and you get closer to the Guru, who else do we want to be close to in the dunya? Nobody. Who else is going to give us this kind of sukh? Who else is going to save us? Ant Sahayo, at the end, Guru Har Gobind Sahib's name will save us. In Kal Yug, Guru Har Gobind Sahib is the strongest, taller than average. And they said at this point, when the Suraj Prakash writes this about him, Guru Sahib was only 21. And the people were reflecting that, you know what kind of size will Guru Sahib grow to later? So when we do Ardas, this is something very important that we do, is we visualize the Guru. Now, I implore you, when you go back home at night time, sit, stand, however you're comfortable, and do Ardas again. Think of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Think for a minute about everything that Guru Nanak Dev Ji looked like, what they would have sounded like, who was with them and they carried the rabab, how Maharaj would have walked, talked, what they had in their hand, that lati, the bastar that they wore. Like we know when they went to Makkah, they wore a nilla bana, nilla chola. We know they had a dang in one hand. We know they had a poti under one arm. We know that visually we can now imagine how Guru Sahib looked. Then Guru Angad Sahib Ji Maharaj. We know Guru Angad Sahib Ji was a wrestler. I never seen no skinny, weak wrestler. Guru Angad Sahib Ji Maharaj, what one Guru started, the other Gurus didn't stop doing. Guru Nanak Dev Ji started langar, everyone continued the langar. Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj gave us the Gurbani Akkar, everyone continued with those Akkar. They gave us Malla Khara Sahib, which is in Kadur Sahib, a wrestling Akhara. The other Gurus didn't say, actually, you know what, the wrestling is not for us. They must have all continued, because that Akhara is still there today. Think of Guru Angad Dev Ji, think of Guru Amardas, think of Guru Ramdas Sahib, just sitting at Darbar Sahib, sitting by this road. Think of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Now when you do Ardas, Think of Guru Arjan Dev Ji sitting on that Tatti Tavi, which you're going to learn about next week, Maharaj Kirpa. When you do Ardas, think of them sitting on that Tavi, the epitome of peace. When we burn ourselves, oh man, you burn ourselves, we react like that. Imagine sitting on that Tatti Tavi, Maharaj was doing, there's none of that. Maharaj sat. That's the epitome of bhakti. That's the epitome of Naam. That's the epitome of Kamai. Imagine Guru Sahib like that now when we do Ardas. When we think of Guru Har Gobind Sahib, we know how Guru Har Gobind Sahib looked, how solid, the grandeur. Just imagine how they looked with their swords and everything. So magnificent. The pearl mala hanging. Maharaj's eyes like lotus flowers blinking. Maharaj's big feet. Maharaj's chest. Maharaj's baha hanging low. We can now imagine. And then we can say, Maharaj, you know, Sarnavi Darshan Kara. And then just say, Maharaj, bless us. And there's one beautiful thing that Guruji done that the other Gurus didn't do. And I'm just going to read out the description. So just, you know what? Close your eyes. Imagine Sri Akal Takht Sahib. Close your eyes. Imagine Sri Akal Takht Sahib. Just look at the image. Then close your eyes. Imagine Sri Akal Takht Sahib. And this is the description of when they first did something amazing. Everything they did was amazing. A beautiful throne was made. Baba Buddha Ji and Bhai Gurdas Ji were on Guru Sahib's right and left side. Other Sikhs were standing all around them. Guruji bowed at the Darshan Deori and entered the bridge towards Sri Harmandir Sahib. They bowed inside Sri Harmandir Sahib did Prakarma. He then came out to that place, Akal Bunga Akal Takht Sahib, and he sat on their Singhasan. He said from his mouth, bring the weapons that I have had made, the ones that had gold workmanship done on them, bring them. The swords, Miri and Piri, came on a big plate. Other weapons were brought and placed in front of Guruji. After saying the names of the first 5 Gurus, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji then put on 2 swords on. He put 2 swords on with their gatre. He then picked up a quiver full of arrows and tied it around his shoulder and back. He tightened his belt around his waist, the Kamal Kasa. There were sharp arrows in the quiver. He then picked up the fierce bow. The new takht was made. Guruji bowed to it. After bowing to it, Guruji ascended and sat there in Birasan. And that's when one knee is up and one knee is down. Baba Buddha Ji and Bhai Gurdas Ji and many other Sikhs were all amazed to see Guru Har Gobind Sahib in this young age sitting. They folded their hands and they said to Guruji, Sache Parchar Ji, warriors and kings in the past wore 1 sword. Why have you worn 2? What is the reason for this? Please tell us. The brightly radiant Guru said, Babaji to Baba Buddha Ji said, I will tell you the reason. One is Miri. I will take the Miri of the Mirs, the kingdom of the kings. The other is Piri. I will take the Piri of the Pirs, the sainthood of the saints. Bhakti and Shakti will come together now. I have peace and revolution. I will be the saint and the warrior. Whomever will come with love will be saved. Whoever comes with hatred will be destroyed. These were the words of Dal Panjan Gur Surma, the warrior Guru, the destroyer of armies. Listening to these words, the faithful Sangha became so excited. This was Guruji after receiving Gurta Gaddi, when they arrived and came and sat at Akal Takht Sahib here. All the Gursikhs sat in front. And at this point, Guruji then said, they gave a hukam out. Before you would bring other gifts, now bring horses, bring weapons. Where this is the home of peace, it also is the home of protection and revolution. We will fight back. A promise had been made. Guruji said to those killers of my father, those who killed and made Guru Arjan Dev Ji Shaheed, revenge will be served. And what Guru Sahib said, Guru Sahib did. And Guru Sahib transformed the whole attitude of the whole Sikh Panth at this time. He made us into warriors, not someone to get slapped around and bullied and pushed down and be subservient to everyone else. Someone who will protect others, someone who will serve the world and save others. And that is what Guruji did. Guruji kept the poor with them, us, the greeb, the arm lok no one cared about, the paupers. Guruji put swords in our hands. He uplifted, he gave us greatness. He gave us Shastra Vidya. He taught us the art of war. He gave us horses. Where the Mughals said no one could ride a horse, Guru Sahib said all my Khalsa will ride horses. When the Mughals gave an order that no one could wear a crown, the star, Guru Sahib said, guys, tusi do but no one. You guys are going to tie two. And that's where the Malay came. We have one underneath, then one on top. We tied two. They said we can't have one, we'll have two. We can't have one sword, we'll have two. We'll have 5, we'll have 10. No one tells us what to do. We hold our own. And Guru Sahib gave us that. If we're going to serve langar, we're also going to be able to protect this langar. If we're going to jap naam, we're going to protect those who jap naam. Anyone who comes into this house, Guru Sahib says, will be under our shelter. Anyone who comes steps against us, will show them what time it is. And the second response, holding their rifles, they would say to Guruji, Maharaj, give us the command, and we will go to battle. Our head is not yours, our head is not ours, it belongs to you now. And there's moments in Guru Sahib's life where Guru Sahib foretells what they're going to do in the future. Guru Nanak Dev Ji and Guru Har Gobind Sahib are the same. Guru Har Gobind Sahib and Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji, they're the same. And there's a time in Guru Sahib's life where someone asks him, by Jetha asks him, Maharaj, tusi nahi bani likhni? Guru Sahib, are you going to write any bani for us? And Maharaj then broke down, just wait. In my 9th form, I will give you the bani that will make you realize the trueness of this dunya and what everything is. When in my 9th form, I will wake you up with this bani. I will make a panth that stands out amongst hundreds of thousands. In my 9th form, when I come in my 10th form, that panth will be here forever. And they will stand out amongst fields of thousands. And Maharaj said, don't worry, ਆਪਾਂ ਲਿਖਾਂਗੇ, but when we come in our 9th form, ਉਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦੋਗੇ. And they were referring to, and they spoke, when Maharaj spoke in that conversation, they say to Jetha Ji, well, we are going to do that Gurbani, that the dunya, rendi dunya tak chete rakhogi, that such a sacrifice took place. And so the Sikh at this point say, our head isn't yours, our head is not ours, it's yours, Guruji. We will go where you tell us. Tusi na chinta karo koi bhi, we'll take everything. We came to your sanctuary and gave our head. We came here and gave everything. And when we gave everything, you looked after everything. And when we do Ardas, we give everything to Guruji. Guruji looks after everything. But what I do, I come here, I give Maharaj a little bit, I give a bit offering. I don't give everything else. I'm like, that's mine. That's my mat is mine, my sojni is mine. I come, I bow my head before the Guru, but I'm not adopting the Guru's fault. I'm reflecting, I'm saying me, because it is me. And now every time I come to Ardas, Maharaj, may I adopt your mat? May every time I matha take, may a little bit of my stupidity remain here and slowly go. Maharaj, may I become, one day may I become a Gursik. And that's how I do Ardas. May we all become that. May we all step closer to Guruji. So Guruji is that one who did this for us. And there's a beautiful moment after Guru Sahib's second battle, where Guru Sahib, speaking to Baba Bidhi Chand, after the second battle, and they have a mad skirmish at the end of the second battle, there's a 3-on-1 fight where Guru Sahib shoots Ratan Chand dead, he chops off Abdul Khan's head, and he breaks the joints and crushes Chandu's son, Karam Chand. And Guru Sahib, Guru Har Gobind Sahib, we mentioned how they looked, but their strength was beyond this. If there's a coin with their grip strength of their thumb and finger, they could matar the face off the coin. Get a coin out your pocket, try it, matar that with your grip strength. Guru Sahib would matar that. Guru Sahib, if they grabbed someone's beanie, grabbed someone's wrist, and crushing it, they would crush the bones. Guru Sahib, if they took someone up and picked them up and then dropped them down to the ground, they would shatter every bone in their body. That was Guru Sahib's strength. And at this point, Guru Sahib killed Chandu's son, Karam Chand, and then speaking to Baba Bidhi Chand, he says, Bidhi Chand so keh mushkavat, jis vidya ko sada kamavat. Hey Bidhi Chand, he's talking to Bidhi Chand, and Guru Sahib is laughing themselves. And he said that's vidya, that Shastra Vidya, that we command, that we practice all the time, that we're always training. And I'm training this Guru Sikh to train this Vidya. I'm telling the Guru Sikh, train. I'm training myself and Guru Sahib training. As it came of use today in this battle. Maharaj is explaining, Jo ab kai kaam hamare, are rirpan gun ko ran mare. In this battlefield, we caught and killed countless enemies, and we killed them because of all the training that we did. Because Guruji told all the Sikh to training karni hai. We're not going to look to anyone else to protect us. We will train. We will become strong ourselves. And given us that, boys, how much time left? 5-10 minutes. Given us that, they gave us, alongside the physical training, they gave us the glory of Gurbani. And they said, Guru Sahib, when they gave us that martial training, they gave us the glory of Gurbani. One day, I'm going to very quickly give the Sakhi, Guru Sahib was sitting in the darbar, and they said out to the Sangat, Koi Sna Sakta Minu Japji Sahib. Can anyone here Snami Japji Sahib Shuddh? Can't ask by heart, Shuddh, so I can listen to it with such pyar. Is there anyone who can do this here? And everyone looked around, and then Pai Sahib, Pai Gopalaji came forward with a palla, namaskar in front of Guruji and said, Guruji, if you give kirpa, if you do agya, main kar sakta hai. Then Maharaj got happy and goes, Le karo. Guru Sahib moved after asan, and they said, Betto. He's the person that was about to recite Japji Sahib. Guru Sahib sat them higher, and Guru Sahib sat lower, and Guru Sahib listened. And should Bhai Gopalaji, before he sat, he goes, I will snai just the way Baba Buddha ji taught us. Sada Ustad ne jidda sikhaya, apa odda hi sunaunge. Then he sat and he started to do the Japji and should. And with every kanna, sihari, bihari, onkar, dalankar, like ek onkar, sati namo, with everything perfectly placed with such mitta awaj, like I sound like a gargoyle. This guy was beautiful. He snarled the whole of Japji Sahib. And as he was snarling Japji Sahib, Maharaj looked towards Guruji, and he saw Guruji move their massive godda. Maharaj moved their knee, their massive godda. And then at that point, at that point, he thinks, yo, Guruji's going to give me something. Oh man, Guruji's going to give me that horse. In his mind, that lalach came for a horse. Always in Guru Sahib's darbar, people would come with shastra, people would come with horses. And the Sikh, like sometimes, like people like me, when people are coming matha taking, we say, "Aki le kya acha juice, langar chaka." We look what they're bringing out. Apple le baj shakange. Like greedy people might leave me. We look like that, and so the horses coming. And Bhai Gopalaji noticed these horses. Such amazing Gursikh pyara guy, but Bhai Gopalaji was. He noticed the horses and he thought to himself, Maharaj might give me one of those horses. Is that why Maharaj moved his godda? Why Maharaj moved his knee? And when the part finished, Maharaj said to him, Bhai Gopala, what happened, man? He goes, I know why your surti broke. I know what you thought about. But I tell you what, I moved my godda. When I heard you recite Japji Sahib, I thought to myself, Guruji's explaining that. What can I give that Gursikh who can recite Japji Sahib perfectly? What is a worthy gift of that? What is a worthy gift of someone who can recite Japji Sahib? And Guruji said, the only worthy gift, the only gift good enough is this Gurta Gadi itself. I was getting up because I was going to make you the Guru. I was going to retire. I was going to sit back. I was going to make you the Guru. That Gursikh who can recite Japji Sahib. That's the Mahatma. That's how crazy, amazing the spirit of Japji Sahib is. That's the word. That's what it's worth. It's worth beyond anything we can even comprehend. But then Maharaj says, but in your mind, the Icha came for the horses. So you can get the horses then. Instead of receiving everything, the whole universe, you get the horses. Guru Sahib wasn't mad or angry. Guru Sahib's always Dayalu. Guru Sahib then said, taught him that you get the horses, we'll put a kathi on it, we'll put the saddle on it. That's worth inna lakh expensive. And you know what? You will never have to take Janam here again. You will never have to come to this earth again. You're mukt, you're Brahmgana, you're Jivan mukt. And you know what? All the Sangat who heard this Japji Sahib da Path, Twannu ni murke ithe aana pena. You are mukt. Those who heard this Japji Sahib, you do not have to come here. That's the power of Japji Sahib. Alongside the physical, Guruji Sahib reminded us of the others as well. And we're going to finish now with a few teachings of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. After this, we'll do Samapti. These are a few teachings, a few takeaway things that we can take and bury now. As we got some stuff already, hopefully, but this is some more. And Maharaj said, I'm just going to go through the translations to make it quicker. A Sikh of Guru Har Gobind Sahib came to Guru Har Gobind Sahib and said, Maharaj, give us some teachings that can help us in this sagar te par utariye, this sagar, this drowning earth of this world of water, this sagar. How do we sail above it and survive? Well, give us some tools and tips. And Guru Har Gobind Sahib then spoke and said, Dharamsal ek karo udara. Make a Dharamsala, make a Guru Kar, make Gurdwara Sahibs. We're here and then right now. Badi Prapat Milo Sab Ai, and everyone who comes here in the Amrita Ambrosio hours will get some Prapti. Gurbani ko sunhe sunai. Listen to Gurbani and sana other people Gurbani. And the same with Naam Japo. Aap Japao, avre Naam Japavo. Listen to Gurbani and sana Gurbani. Recite Gurbani together. When we come here on a Sunday, let's do the Reda Sahib together, do Chopai Sahib together, do Simran together. All of us speak. What are we scared? Sometimes when we do Simran, some people are bold. Then we speak up, let's do it. And then contemplate and perform discourse. Do Katha, Brahm Kamavo, Manatara Lije. And then apply these teachings of Brahm into your life. Don't just do some discourse of this. Apply it into your life. Take lessons from the Guru Kar and take it into your life. Perform Arti on the Guru's feet. Do Ardas. Do Ardas before the Guru, before you go back home. Every time you come to the Guru Kar, do Ardas. Don't snide to everyone. You don't have to do that. You can even, if you want, stand at the back of the Darbar. Do Ardas, Maharaj. Thank you for allowing me this life that I came into your Darbar. Guruji, tusi baksho. WhyGuru, tu hi hai. You're everything. Do Ardas. Earn an honest living. Never lie. Do Rera Sahib in the evening. Listen to Kirtan. Do Kirtan Swela. Maharaj said, have Ishnan early in the morning. Then memorize and recite Gurbani. That's the true source of happiness. And that's what our best friend told us about at the start. Who's our best friend? Our best friend is the Guru. Our best friend is Guru Har Gobind Sahib. If you don't know anything about your friend, how are you going to be their friend? If you've taken no time out to look how your Guru Sahib looks, take some time out just to take a hukamnama. Have a look at Guruji's face looks. Look at the akkar of Gurbani. Even if you can't read, just have a look at those akkar. Just have darshan with your eyes. That will take your paap away. When you see a hungry or Sikh who needs clothing, provide people with clothing, help people. Get together like Masya, Sangrant, Diwali, Vaisakhi. Do the Guru's work with the Sangha. Prepare Kara Prasad and serve it to everyone. Forsake your ego. Keep your head low. Stay humble. Always stay humble. Maharaj is, this is a big shield for us. Humility. Because we are only anything in this world because of Guru Sahib. The moment we think, I'm great, I've done something very, very dangerous, man. I know I'm in the gutters, I'm in the mold, I'm in the mildew. Maharaj, keep me there, but keep me yours. Keep us humble. When we all stay humble together, in love with each other, in love with Guru Sahib, pure love, not lust, not anything else. Pyar for Guru Sahib, pyar for Naam. Come together and tell each other, you know what, bro, Naam japiye, yaar. In our own homes, guys, in your own homes, I know it's hard sometimes when you say to your family, let's everyone jap Naam, and everyone's like, bro, what's this guy on about? But just slowly start it. Your birthdays, your kids' birthdays, all the other rest of that come, the ones that ain't even practicing of Sikhi, don't even walk on the path, but say, guys, what we're doing now, before we cut the candle, before we do the cake or everything, before we give the presents, for 1 minute, the true gift is we're just going to do Simran. So, I'll say WhyGuru, then we all say it together, guys. Or he could say, and then slowly practice it 1 minute. And then there might be thinking, what's going on? They'll take part. And then the next cousin's birthday, the next birthday, the next birthday, they'll slowly start to embed it. And then they say, you know what, we're together now. Let's just 2 minutes of Simran. And then one day, guys, there's that evening prayer. There's one evening prayer we're supposed to do in the evening. I heard it at the basics talk. I don't know what it is. I'm going to find it on YouTube. Let's play it and let's listen to it. All right, let's learn it, and then someone will learn it. And then, you know what, when you're cooking, play Simran, play Naam Simran, play Path, play Sukhmani Sahib. And then you're walking past, you just always hear Shabads. It's always helping us, and we're always going to stay humble. Guru Sahib is Bandi Shor Data. He freed the princes, the kings from prison. We're all in prison. We're all in prison. So we just can't see the bars. Prison of ego, prison of lust, prison of hankar, prison of thinking that, oh man, what's they going to think of me? What's they going to think of me? Prison of khana, prison of nasha, prison of fear. Always scared, there's bullies there at school. Fear of, I don't want to walk on the path. All these different fears we have. Satguru, Guru Har Gobind Sahib will free us from all of these. So when we do Ardas, when we go back, when you guys do Ardas, do it at home, please. When you do Ardas, think of Guru Har Gobind Sahib, Bandi Shor Data Maharaj. And just at that point, stop, think of Guru Sahib and say, you can free me. I'm just going to finish with this. I was in Hajur Sahib once. I was walking at night and I caught this guy doing Dandot. And I was like, whoa. Bro, I haven't even ever done Dandot like that, but I'll take a picture of you doing it. And I look at that and, well, one day I'll do it like that with that kind of Sharda. And this is a pankti that many of us read in Ardas. Dandot bandhan anakbar sarab kala samrath dolan te rakho prabhu nanak de kar hath. Learn this Shabad. Take it away, learn it. And then when you stand before Guruji, say Guruji's words to Guruji. Say, Dandot bandhan anakbar. Guruji, I bow to you. I fall at your feet day and night, over and over. Sarab kala samrath. Maharaj, you are Sarab kala samrath. No one else. Dolan te rakho prabhu. Oh, Prabhu Hari Parameshwar WhyGuru. Protect me from falling. Nanak de kar hath. Give me your hand. And that's all I want to finish with that. Let's all do Ardas, that Guruji gives their hand to us. Let's do this all together. One time we're just going to, I'm going to read the whole Pankti, and all you need to say is Nanak de kar hath. Everyone together loud is going to do Ardas Benti. This is our Ardas today. All together we're going to say Nanak de kar hath when he gets to that line. Because that's what we ask Guru Nanak Dev Ji, with your hand to protect us. Dandot bandhan anakbar sarab kala samrath dolan te rakho prabhu Nanak de kar hath. Pul chuk maaf karna. WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki fateh. Rab lave fateh paave nihal ho jave Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji tu paave. Sat Sri Akal. Gurbare Akal dekh dekh fateh. Guru Khalsa bande har maidan fateh. WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki fateh.
WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh. While we still got Bhai Sahib here, does anyone have any questions either about the talk that you've seen today or anything about Bhai Sahib's sort of journey, anything about Seva? Bhai Sahib is here, so open to any questions. Just put your hands up. No. I'm sure Bhai Sahib will be hanging around for a few minutes after all the Bhai Sahib's got a journey back to the Midlands. So Kirtan's already happened today, so we will just do 5 minutes of Kirtan, Bhai Sahib, if that's okay. Thank you again to everyone for coming today. We'll do some Kirtan. Please do reflect on Bhai Sahib's talk today. Please do visualize doing the Kirtan and start your week with a big boost. And again, next Sunday we'll be back to Gatha and Ardas course. WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh.
ਨਾਨਕ ਵਾਰ। ਸਰਵ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਡੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ, ਢੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ। ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ ਡੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ। ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ। 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 ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ। ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ। ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ। ਜੀ ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ, ਜੀ ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ, ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ। ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ। ਤੂੰ ਰਖਵਾਲਾ ਸਦਾ ਸਦਾ, ਤੂੰ ਰਖਵਾਲਾ ਸਦਾ ਸਦਾ, ਤੂੰ ਰਖਵਾਲਾ ਸਦਾ ਸਦਾ, ਤੂੰ ਰਖਵਾਲਾ ਸਦਾ ਸਦਾ। ਹਾਂ ਤੁਧ ਤੇ ਆਈ, ਹਾਂ ਤੁਧ ਤੇ ਆਈ, ਹਾਂ ਤੁਧ ਤੇ ਆਈ, ਹਾਂ ਤੁਧ ਜੀ ਜੰਤ ਸਭ ਤੇਰਿਆ, ਜੀ ਜੰਤ ਸਭ ਤੇਰਿਆ। ਤੂੰ ਰਹਿਆ ਸਮਾਈ, ਜੀ ਤੂੰ ਰਹਿਆ ਸਮਾਈ। ਜੋ ਦਾਸ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੀ ਨਿੰਦਾ करे, जो दास तेरे की निंदा करे, तिस मार बचाई, तिस मार बचाई। ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ ਜੀ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ। ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ, ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ, ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ। ਚਿੰਤਾ ਛੱਡ ਅਚਿੰਤ ਰਹੋ, ਚਿੰਤਾ ਛੱਡ ਅਚਿੰਤ ਰਹੋ, ਚਿੰਤਾ ਛੱਡ ਅਚਿੰਤ ਰਹੋ, ਚਿੰਤਾ ਛੱਡ ਅਚਿੰਤ ਰਹੋ। ਨਾਨਕ ਲਗ ਪਾਈ, ਨਾਨਕ ਲਗ ਪਾਈ ਜੀ, ਨਾਨਕ ਲਗ ਪਾਈ, ਨਾਨਕ ਲਗ ਪਾਈ। ਐਸੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਕਰੋ ਮਨ ਮੇਰੇ, ਐਸੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਕਰੋ ਮਨ ਮੇਰੇ, ਐਸੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਕਰੋ ਮਨ ਮੇਰੇ, ਐਸੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਕਰੋ ਮਨ ਮੇਰੇ। ਆਠ ਪਹਿਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਜਾਨੋ ਨੇਰੇ, ਆਠ ਪਹਿਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਜਾਨੋ, ਆਠ ਪਹਿਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਜਾਨੋ ਨੇਰੇ, ਆਠ ਪਹਿਰ ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਹਰ ਹਰ, ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਮਨ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਚੋ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਇਹ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ, ਹਰ ਆਨ ਦਿਨ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹਰ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਵਾਂ, ਆਨ ਦਿਨ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹਰ, ਆਨ ਦਿਨ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹਰ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਵਾਂ, ਆਨ ਦਿਨ। ਕੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਭਾਗ, ਕੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਹਰ ਚਰਣੀ, ਹਰ ਚਰਣੀ, ਹਰ ਚਰਣੀ ਤਾਕਾ ਮਨ ਲਾਗਾ, ਹਰ ਚਰਣੀ ਤਾਕਾ ਮਨ, ਹਰ ਚਰਣੀ ਤਾਕਾ ਮਨ ਲਾਗਾ, ਹਰ ਚਰਣੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਸ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ ਤੂੰ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਪਵਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਿਤਾ ਮਾਤਾ ਤਰਤ ਮਹਤ ਦਿਵਸ ਰਾਤ ਦੁਇਦਾਈ ਦਾਇਆ ਖੇਲੇ ਸਗਲ ਚੰਗਿਆਈਆਂ ਬੁਰਿਆਈਆਂ ਵਾਚਾ ਧਰਮ ਦੂਰ ਕਰਮੀ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿਨੇ ਕੇ ਦੂਰ ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮਸਕਤ ਕਾਲ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਮੁਖ ਉਜਲੇ ਕੇਤੀ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮਸਕਤ ਕਾਲ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਮੁਖ ਉਜਲੇ